behind 32 points from Jamie Holderman, including 9 3-pointers. The IPFW women's basketball team knocked off the hottest team in the GLVC Thursday night in SIU Edwardsville. Today, they take on the 19th ranked team in the country in Southern Indiana. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Maas. My normal sidekick, Ryan Perrott, is away on assignment, and I have Charlie Washington with us. And Charlie, SIUE defeated IPFW by 30 points in November. What about today's game?
Well, it's always tough playing up there, and this is a tough basketball team, as you stated, number 19. We're not a deep team. We have to keep our key players on the basketball court and control this tempo and get our hot shooters into the game. And think about talking about hot shooting, 9 3-pointers. She has to keep shooting the basketball and shoot it well today for the Dons to have a chance.
IPFW has the top 2 scorers in the conference. Southern Indiana has 5 players averaging in double figures. Defensively, what does IPFW have to do?
The first thing, stay out of foul trouble. You can't key on any player. With 5 players averaging double figures, have to play an overall great defensive, great help defense basketball game today.
It ought to be a good one. IPFW and Southern Indiana. That's coming up next right here on College 56 Sports.
Welcome, sports fans, to today's contest featuring the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles and your IPFW Mastodons. First, the starters for the visiting Screaming Eagles. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Princeton, Indiana, number 4, Bethany Miller. Also at guard, a 5'6" junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 20, Jasmine Moore. At forward, a 5'11" junior from Bicknell, Indiana, number 12, Casey Hughes. At the other forward, a 5'9" senior from Evansville, Indiana, number 23, Natalie Glazer. And in the middle, a 6' senior from Washington, Indiana, number 25, Elizabeth Pruitt. Head coach of the Screaming Eagles is Rick Stein. He is assisted by Leanne Freeland and Rhonda Gatling. And now, the starters for your IPFW Mastodons. At guard, a 5'5" junior from Freeport, Illinois, number 3, Lindsay Wirtz. At the other guard, a 5'10" senior from Columbia City, Indiana, number 32, Jamie Holderman. At the forward, a 5'10" sophomore from Westfield, Indiana, number 25, Trish Fleming. At the other forward, a 5'10" freshman from Beech Grove, Indiana, number 44, Amy Gerald. And in the middle, a 5'10" sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio, number 31, Tiara Dudley. Head coach of the Dons is Carl Smesko. He is assisted by Bob Bolden.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center on the campus of IPFW. This is Mike Maas along with Charlie Washington calling the action in this afternoon's women's basketball game featuring the Screaming Eagles of the University of Southern Indiana and the Mastodons of IPFW. A contest that is sponsored in part by Pizza Hut of Canterbury, featuring famous Pizza Hut pizza. Charlie Washington, you're here a game early as you're filling in admirably for Ryan Perrott. It's going to be a great matchup. 2 teams playing rather well right now. IPFW and Southern Indiana both on 2-game winning streaks.
Payback time.
Tap is controlled by Southern Indiana in the red, and we are underway. Eagles are 15-3 on the year coming into this contest. 9-3 in the conference, tied for second with Bellarmine, behind Northern Kentucky. Inside drive, shot up and missed, but getting her own rebound is Bethany Miller. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be IPFW basketball.
Good team defense that time.
Tiara Dudley to inbound it for IPFW, and Southern Indiana comes out with full court pressure right off the bat. Dons get it up over the timeline. Amy Geralds for three, yes.
Great job breaking the press that time, Mike, getting the ball in the middle of the basketball court, broke the press down and made the correct pass.
Here's ball, pass taken away by Geralds. IPFW on the run again. Lindsay Wurst for three, in and out, no. Rebound controlled by Jasmine Moore of Southern Indiana, and USI is on the run.
Two good looks so far by the Dons, and certainly we aren't afraid to get it up there from three-point land.
Taking it up off the glass is Natalie Glazer, a 5'9" senior. And it's a 3-2 contest, and we played just over a minute. Inside, Dudley off the glass, short. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by USI. It'll remain IPFW basketball.
So far, the press is not giving the Dons any trouble. They're getting the ball up the court and into the middle.
Jamie Holderman with the ball. Three-point shot. No. Rebound. Fleming. Offensive rebounding. That's something IPFW needs today. Jamie Holderman had 9 3-point field goals Thursday night in the win over SIU Edwardsville.
I think it's very important that she just lets the game come to her today and don't try to rush anything. And so far, it seems like that's what's happening.
10 on the shot clock. Inside, pass intended for Fleming, knocked out of bounds. Discussion as to who gets it. They're going to say IPFW ball with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Pass intended for Holderman, knocked out of bounds. Now 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ball knocked out of bounds again.
With no time running off, still have 3 seconds, so same play, just from the opposite side.
Again, Lindsay Wurst, number 3, will inbound it. Fleming off the glass and in. Trish Fleming, leading scorer in the GLVC with her first points today, and IPFW with a 5-2 early lead.
And that was a clear breakdown by the Southern Indiana defense, giving up such an easy shot.
Baseline jumper, no. Rebound Geralds, as Pruitt couldn't connect for USI. Trish Fleming looking for some nice feed. Jamie Holderman off the glass and in.
That's a great backdoor. Not bad defense by Southern Indiana, but great cut backdoor and no help side on the back.
7-2, Mastodons on top as we near the 17-minute mark. Baseline drive, up and in by Natalie Glazer. She's got all 4 Southern Indiana points.
And the Dons guilty of the same offense or lack of defense on the other end. No help side.
Jamie Holderman off the mark on a 3-ball. Geralds tried to save it, but it went out of bounds. First substitution for Southern Indiana today, number 21, Carrie Hogesang, 5'8" senior.
And Holderman seemed to rush that shot. May have been a little too open and not in the flow.
Southern Indiana wanting to bang it inside, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Tiara Dudley. That is her first, team first, and that's one thing IPFW can never afford is to get into some foul trouble.
Yeah, and clearly that time Dudley had the post player way far out on the court. You don't need to foul the post player that far out.
Lob pass inside, shot up and missed by Casey Hughes, but she is fouled and will go to the stripe, shooting 2, as Amy Geralds is guilty of the infraction. Her first, team second.
We had a very high lob pass that time, Mike, and the weak side IPFW defenders have to get over there when that ball floats that high. Have to move when that ball's in the air.
First free throw by Hughes is up and good. Casey is 72% foul shooter. Makes the second as well. Eagles getting back into it. And they continue that full court pressure. I got a funny feeling it's going to last for all 40 minutes. Shot by Fleming off the glass, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. Remains in possession of IPFW. Trish thought about the three. Makes the two instead.
Great job that time getting in a better position to shoot the basketball.
9-6. IPFW with the lead. Southern Indiana with the basketball. They get down here in a hurry. Three-point shot on the way and good by Hoaxang. And just like that, we are tied at 9. Under 16 minutes here in the first half at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center. Glad you could join us here in College 56 Sports. Geralds drives, takes off the glass, no! Loose ball, rebound controlled by Hoaxang.
That was a good move, we just didn't finish it that time.
Scatterbug shot missed, but USI with the rebound. Three-point shot on the way and in by Glazer.
Here they come.
Natalie Glazer with 7 points already, and USI has their first lead of the afternoon at 12-9.
And they're running substitutes in, trying to wear down the not so deep Dons, Lady Dons that is.
10 on the shot clock. Jamie Haldeman with the ball. Work it around. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer, Haldeman off the rim, no. Rebound controlled by Casey Nations. Oh, a little travel perhaps. And that brings us to our first media timeout of the afternoon, so we will take a break. 14:29 left here in the first half, and our score is 12-9 in favor of Southern Indiana. The Omnibus Lecture Series presents author and journalist Brent Staples this coming Thursday, February 8th at 7:30 p.m. in the WAB Student Union Ballroom on the IPFW campus. A member of the New York Times editorial board, Staples will speak on the crisis in education and will address issues of school funding and the state of higher education. The public is invited to attend this free event, and you may park for free in any B parking space on campus. That's author and journalist Brent Staples, Thursday, February 8th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, call 481-6166. Charlie Washington, we've played 5.5 minutes, and you can see why Southern Indiana is 15-3.
Well, certainly,
we can
Mike,
look at a replay
yes,
here.
we see this replay.
That's a three-point field goal by Natalie Glazer.
Right now, Southern Indiana has to be happy with themselves. They came out, withstood the initial Don charge from the enthusiasm, the payback from November 30th, and they came and withstood that, and right now even have a 3-point lead. On the other end, hey, you're the Dons. This team beat us by a lot of points a couple of months ago, but we're right here in this basketball game, and don't let up.
A couple of quick footnotes thanks to our sports information department. IPFW 4 of 11 from the floor for 36%. Southern Indiana 4 of 8 for 50%. Back we go. IPFW with the ball. Lindsey Warren's not knowing what to do with it. I think the key word, Charlie, is flow. As you said earlier, IPFW needs to get into a flow that they feel comfortable with. 6 on the shot clock. They don't know it. Haldeman fires up a 3, no. Rebound controlled by Pruitt. Confusion on the part of the IPFW offense.
Yes, they have to get into their offense a little sooner, but at the same time, you can't take anything away from this defense.
Nice defensive play by Trish Fleming. Knocks the pass away, and Geralds picks it up. And here comes IPFW again. Amy Geralds. 8 on the shot clock. Wernst looking for some help. Fires a 3. Yes! Lindsey Wernst, almost out of semi-desperation, ties it up at 12. Southern Indiana comes right back. Shot and missed by Pruitt. She gets the rebound and is fouled, and Elizabeth will head to the line shooting 2.
And right now, they're starting to impose their will on the smaller, not so deep Lady Dons.
Foul was on Jamie Holderman, Jamie's first. And at the line, Elizabeth Pruitt. Misses the first free throw. Elizabeth, a 70% free throw shooter coming in. Shady Smith comes into the lineup for IPFW.
And certainly the Lady Dons right in this basketball game, but we have to start getting some scoring opportunities going to the basket as opposed to relying on a three-point shot. If we get some things going to the basket, that'll actually open up the outside.
Second free throw was missed. IPFW with the rebound, so the game is still tied as we go under 13 minutes here in the first half. Trish Fleming off the glass, no. Rebound by Erin Wall, who had checked into the lineup for USI. Three-point shot on the way and in by Casey Hughes. Casey now with 5 points. And again, the full court pressure. Shani Smith with a 2-on-1, knocked away. Nice defensive play by Erin Wall.
A great opportunity lost, excuse me, Mike, a great opportunity lost there. We had the ball in the middle of the court, and we had Holderman spotting up for the 3. Have to take advantage of that.
USI playing man-to-man defense. Trish Fleming wants to drive, but she's being guarded closely by Pruitt. 10 on the shot clock. Shani Smith on the wing. Wernst, got to get rid of it. Pops it from 18. No, and she's fouled. Lindsay will go to the line shooting 2 as Bethany Miller hits her on the arm. It's first personal and first team foul on Southern Indiana. And again, that shot clock, Charlie, was running down to the bare bones.
And actually, yeah, we got bailed out. Pretty good defense until that last lunge and then hit her on the arm.
First free throw is no good by Lindsay Wernst as we see Becky Schuster come in the lineup replacing Tiara Dudley. Becky, a 5'11 freshman. Lindsay Wernst, a 82% foul shooter. See if she can knock down the second one. And she does. 4 points now for Lindsay. And it's a 15-13 game at the 12-minute mark. Perimeter passing on the part of Southern Indiana, and I got a whistle underneath. And it looks like Schuster's called for her first foul. 4th team foul here in the first half.
No easy task for Schuster. Casey Nations, much larger player.
Inside pass knocked, recovered nicely by Nations. I thought it was going out of bounds. 3-point shot, no, rebound Wernst. Outlet pass to Fleming. Trish takes it up off the glass and misses the shot. Fights for the rebound and there's a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Casey Hughes. Casey's first. And there I think, Charlie, Trish was almost intimidated.
Well, anytime a defensive player, and she did what she could do, she certainly couldn't get in position to take the charge, but got in the way just enough to make Trish think about her presence there, and it was enough for her to miss the shot, but Trish hung in there and got the rebound.
IPFW to inbound it. Fleming pops and hits. On the feed from Jamie Holderman. Trish now with a half a dozen.
And it's good to see that something inside of 15 feet for the Dons.
Tied at 15 with 11:18 to go here in the first half. Inside feed, shot up forced, no good. by Pruitt, but she is fouled, and there's a case of height and experience coming into play.
Yeah, exactly. The help side defense at that time was there, but just not tall enough to get a hand on the basketball at the time.
Foul was on Jamie Holderman, and that is her second. That's going to be critical for the Dons. Pruitt back at the line, hits the first one here. She missed two a moment ago. Laura Douglas in the lineup, replacing Schuster for IPFW.
And Laura has to bring some toughness and some hustle and intensity into this basketball game, and I certainly have no doubt that she will.
And she knocks the rebound off on the missed free throw. Pruitt now 1 of 4 at the line, and it's a 1-point lead for Southern Indiana, 16-15. Halderman thought about the three. It almost looks like a matchup zone, Charlie, that USI is playing. Fleming takes it hard and hits it.
And that's what we need. Not only from Trish, but some of the other players, our perimeter players out there, have to get it going to the basket.
Right back, palming the ball, is Jasmine Moore, so turnover USI. USI just keeps them coming in waves as Glazer comes back in the lineup, replacing Casey Hughes.
Well, as we stated at the outset, 5 players in double figures, and they shuttle them in and out.
And they keep playing the what I used to call the Louisville defense, wall-to-wall, full-court pressure. Wurst for three. Yes. 2 threes now for Lindsey Wurst, and she has 7 points. And the Dons are back up on top, 20-16. Ball taken away by Trish Fleming. Shani Smith inside, off the glass, and no, but Shani is fouled.
Great job that time, taking advantage of what, in essence, a secondary fast break.
Foul was on Michelle Irwin, her first, team third, and we've got a 30-second timeout being called by Southern Indiana. Learn more about Mastodon sports in season by tuning into Mastodon Spotlight each Wednesday and Friday evening here on College 56. Yours truly will review the week's sports activities, look at game footage, and talk with players and coaches. That's Mastodon Spotlight, Wednesday evenings at 8:30 and Friday evenings at 9:30, right here on College 56.
And you're doing a great job, by the way. I heard Coach Bakota come up to you and give you a well-deserved compliment as we see this replay.
You can see a controlled break of sorts by IPFW there. Thank you for the kind words, Charlie. It's a lot of fun. Shani Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. And so far, IPFW is weathering the storm. It's kind of unfortunate when you've got 8 players on one team and the other team has 12 or 13 or whatever, and they just roll them in like waves. But 8 points for Trish Fleming, 7 points for Lindsey Wurst, 3 points from Amy Geralds, 2 points so far from Jamie Holderman. And it's getting the job done.
Yeah, certainly one of the big keys is breaking this pressure. We're doing a great job getting the basketball in the middle of the basketball court, and we can break down their defense from there, and we're getting some inside opportunities as we're getting right now from the free throw line based on one of those opportunities.
Shani Smith. First free throw is good. Shani, a 68% foul shooter coming in. Dudley back in the lineup, giving Trish Fleming her first rest of the afternoon.
It won't be long.
I think Carl's going to try to milk it because we will have immediate timeout. In fact, we have it right now. So 9:59 left, our second immediate timeout of the afternoon. Let's take a break. Our score, IPFW 22, Southern Indiana 16. You are watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
I'm Walter Bowman, Director of Athletics at IPFW. I'm pleased you have joined us for today's telecast. I trust you will enjoy the exciting action of our student athletes, and at some point this year will join us for Mastodon entertainment. In the meantime, it is our privilege to come into your home, and we thank you for sharing your time. Please remember that each Wednesday evening at 8:30, you can enjoy Mastodon Spotlight Coaches Hour. For more information on how you can become involved with the Royal Dons Athletic Association, call the number on your screen.
Welcome back to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center, everybody. Mike Maas, Charlie Washington filling in for Ryan Peratt, who is with the Mastodons. And last night, Charlie, IPFW recorded their second win of the year as we look at another replay on the Lindsey Wertz 3-ball. Mastodons beat Mercyhurst straight games last night to improve to 2-1, and tonight they are in Happy Valley as they take on Penn State. Penn State was a Final Four team last year.
Well, we certainly wished the Dons luck, and Ryan, and hopefully I can fill those big, capable shoes.
Well, you're a big guy. Back to the action we come. USI in the red with the basketball, trailing by 6. Ball knocked away, picked up by Shani Smith. Good D on the part of IPFW. Holderman being hounded by Wall. Shani for 3. No. Rebound controlled by Laura Douglas. Turnaround shot, no, but there's a whistle and a foul, and Laura's going to shoot 2.
And that's what you have to get from Laura Douglas, and she's given it thus far.
Foul is on Michelle Irwin, her second, team 4th. And Laura Douglas, the senior GLVC Volleyball Player of the Year, will shoot 2. And it's so nice to see her back in this basketball uniform. She makes the first one. Fleming back in for Wertz for IPFW. Oh. And number 44, Casey Nations, back in the lineup for Southern Indiana. Second free throw coming for Laura Douglas. Knocks it down cleanly, 2 for 2. Not bad for a 64% foul shooter. And IPFW with their biggest lead of the game at 8, 24-16. Inside the three-point arc, shot missed. Offensive rebound controlled by Nations. Lob pass back to Carey, underneath. Shot off the glass, no, but we got a whistle, and I think Laura Douglas is going to be called for the foul.
That was very close to steps that time. And actually, I thought it was over the back on the offensive rebound.
Unfortunately for IPFW fans, it is a foul on Laura Douglas, her first. Nations knocks down the first free throw. She's a 6'2" senior. Second one good as well. Substitution for Southern Indiana, Casey Hughes back in the lineup.
As we just saw a replay there, if Nations gets the ball that deep, there's not going to be much the Dons can do about it.
Surprisingly, only a 50% free throw shooter coming into this game, Carey Nations, and she knocked them both down. 24-18, 8:47 to go here and a half. 15 on the shot clock for IPFW. Trish Fleming, 17-footer, no, rebound Dudley, off the glass, no, fight loose ball again, and Nations with that long arm and 6'2" height controls the rebound. Inside lob pass, shot up and in by Casey Hughes. That's going to be a difficult chore to stop.
Yes, and they've tried that quite a bit to just throw the ball over the top.
And IPFW throws it away. Driving ball knocked away by Shani Smith, picked up by Fleming. Good defense by IPFW. Shani Smith inside the three-point arc, fires long. However, rebound by Hughes. You can tell USI wants to run at every opportunity. Off the glass shot, missed, rebound controlled again and missed by Glazer. 2 cracks at it for USI and they come up empty, and here comes IPFW. Tiara Dudley looking for some help. 10 on the shot clock. Shani Smith now. Fleming with 3 on the clock. Trish fires, no. Rebound fought for. Controlled by Dudley. But loose ball picked up, and I think a foul. Foul on Laura Douglas going for that ball. Her second. Team 7th, however, so Southern Indiana heads to the line shooting 1 and bonus.
I thought that was one. Maybe the referee could have held his whistle on. Douglas diving for the basketball. There was contact, but it did not affect the play, and certainly wasn't going towards the basket.
Amy Geralds, Lindsay Wurst back in the lineup for IPFW, making her first appearance for Southern Indiana, number 11, Mavette Woolley, a 5'6" junior. Glazer at the line, missing the free throw. Ball out of bounds. Who they say touched it last? IPFW. One thing we got going, I think, in our favor, Charlie, USI last in the conference as a team in free throw shooting, just hitting 66% of their shots. See what happens down the road here.
Then you have to rebound the basketball well.
Nice help defense. Ball stripped away by the Dons. Geralds for 3. No. Rebound picked off by Glazer. Wurst nearly with the steal, nearly with the foul. Nations in the lane. Shot missed. Wurst with the rebound for IPFW. If we can block Miss Nations out, we got a chance.
Yeah.
Amy Geralds taking it strong to the glass and in.
And that's what you like to see. Geralds just got back into the basketball game. I love that basket. Even though she was wide open on a three-point shot, had just gotten back into the game.
It's 26-20, Dons by 6, and there's a foul called on USI, I do believe. Foul was on Hughes. That is Casey's second, team 5th.
So that's how she got that open on the block. Holding.
Dudley looking for someone to get it to. Holderman for 3. In and out, no. Rebound, Glazer. And boy, she's pulled off a number of them so far. Perhaps a step, shot missed by Moore. Picked off by IPFW. And what I like, Charlie, it's a team effort right now, and that's what Carlson Mystical needs. Every one of the 8 girls contributing.
That's right, and that's, as you stated, they're doing what they have to do.
Holderman gets the lucky bounce. Second field goal for the captain. She now has 4, and it's 28-20. Dons up by 8. 5.5 minutes now left in the first half. Steal by Amy Geralds. Taking it length of the floor. Left-hand shot up and in. Nice defense, Amy Geralds, and Southern Indiana says timeout. 30-second timeout called by Coach Rick Stein. Student host Dan Westrick and student producer Alicia Bradley bring you weekly Mastodon highlights and scores in 10 minutes or less each Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 5:50 and 8:50 p.m. right here on College 56. And Alicia wanted me to make sure I pronounced her name right. It's Alicia and not Alicia. But she and Dan do a nice job on that. 5:28 to go. The Dons are up by 10. As we look at another replay, nice inside move by Jamie Holderman.
And if the Dons can continue to get layups or opportunities going to the basket, they're going to be in great shape. Also, Gerald's on the steal. First of all, great defense, but fundamentally sound. Went in with the left hand. If she had shot it with her right hand, would have been blocked.
Back to the action. USI in the visiting red with white trim with the basketball. Three-point shot up and in by Jasmine Moore. Her first points of the day. Cuts the IPFW lead to 7. 30-23 as we near the 5-minute mark. Controlled offense run by IPFW. Nice feed, Dudley off the glass, missed a shot, however. Pruitt had the rebound, but it was a nice feed, nice setup. Shot just didn't go.
Great execution until the shot.
Baseline drive, shot up and in by Natalie Glazer. She now has 9 points. And the lead is down to 5. Trish Fleming, spin, shot, up, no. Rebound Glazer. Eagles on a 5-point run. Jasmine Moore. Whistle on a blocking foul on IPFW. Lindsay Wernst picks up her first foul. More substitutions. Douglas back in the lineup for Dudley for IPFW. Hokusang in for USI, replacing Woolley. And at the line, Jasmine Moore, 5'6" junior. She's a 74% foul shooter. Misses the rebound, free throw I should say. Fleming controls the rebound, needs some help. Interesting, Southern Indiana's called off the Dogs on the full court press, Charlie.
Lady Dons have done a great job with it. Only one time have I noticed it giving them particular trouble.
10 on the shot clock. Gerald's top of the key. Fleming's going to have to take it hard. 2-1, and they lose it. They don't get the shot off. It is a 30-second shot clock violation. So the ball will go over to Southern Indiana when play resumes in a moment. But right now there is a break in the action. 3:40 left until halftime. Our score, IPFW 30, Southern Indiana 25. You are watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Each year, IPFW faces two key legislative issues, equity funding and technology funding. Although we're a state-assisted university, the funding IPFW receives from the state puts us near the bottom of the list of public educational institutions. Join me this month on IPFW Up Close for a look at what can be done to improve the equity of funding for Northeast Indiana's largest public university. That's IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon and Fridays at 8 p.m. on College Access Channel 56.
Back at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center, Mike Moss, Charlie Washington with you. 3:40 left in the first half, and Charlie, the Dons are hanging tough. They lead Southern Indiana, 19th ranked team in the country by 5, 30-25.
Just one thing, we're getting that shot clock. We're testing the shot clock, in my opinion, too many times. We need to get into our offense, get some better shots a little quicker. Basically, Fleming's been asked to bail us out on a number of occasions.
Right now, Fleming with 8 points leads IPFW. Wernst and Amy Geralds with 7 apiece. Natalie Glazer with 9 points for Southern Indiana leads the overall scoring in the contest. Here we go, USI with the ball. Lob pass inside. They're getting that inside pass. Shot up and in by Casey Hughes. She now has 9 points. And the lead is now down to 3, 30-27. And I shouldn't have spoken a moment ago because USI has come back with the full court pressure. They held off for 2 possessions, and now it's back with it.
That must be wired into us, Mike.
Investigation. Lindsay Wernst, watched by Hokusang. Nice feed! Jamie Holderman off the glass and in.
Great back door. And every time we've gotten into the offense or gotten shots early in the shot clock, we've been very successful.
32-27, a 5-point lead. Inside again. Shot up and missed by Pruitt. Douglas with the rebound. Here comes IPFW on the attack. Gerald's going to take it strong to the glass. Misses. Pruitt comes up with the rebound. Perhaps a touch out of control by Amy Geralds. Moore, coast to coast, misses the shot. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say last touched by Casey Hughes. She doesn't believe it, but IPFW will inbound it. Trish Fleming with the honors. Looking. Watch the trap, ladies. And it's stolen. Moore pops it up, misses. Ball out of bounds. Again, last touched by Hughes. Substitution for USI. Glazer back in, replacing Bethany Miller.
And Mike, I saw the danger when Wernz caught the ball in the corner there. That trap was like 4 defenders.
Dons get it up over the timeline. Down to 2:10 until halftime here. IPFW with a 5-point lead. Now we got a whistle underneath. Looks like Moore's going to be called for her first foul. Team 6th, so next one will put IPFW in the bonus. Casey Nations back in a lineup for Southern Indiana, replacing Hughes. Lindsay Wernz to inbound. Jamie got away with a double dribble. Amy Geralds takes it strong. Left-hand shot off the glass and in. Amy Geralds now with 9 points.
Again, great job going to the basket. And a palming foul.
IPFW getting the break on the turnover by USI. Wernst, Trish Fleming. Jamie up top. Still plenty of time, 13 on the shot clock. Whistle. Now Jamie Hoderman's called for palming the ball, and that's the 3rd time we've seen it in the first half, Charlie, for it to combine with the 2 teams, palming the ball, which you don't see much anymore.
Yes, certainly. Even in the NBA, making more of a conscious effort to call that. I think with that Allen Iverson crossover, I think it's giving the offensive player too big of an advantage.
Jasmine Moore all the way off the glass and in. 5 points for the junior. Makes it 34-29. IPFW with a 5-point lead in the ball. Laura Douglas strong to the glass. Shot no, however. Nice idea. As you said, Charlie, before, just couldn't quite execute. Nations way up top. 3-pointer, Jasmine Moore. Warming up, 2 trays, 8 points. And now it's down to a 2-point lead with 38 seconds to go. And a steal, or should I say a bad pass, take your pick. Shot up and in by Pruitt, and just like that, the game is tied, and Carl Semesco calls a 30-second timeout. And Charlie, the pressure was relentless.
Yeah, it's a matter of, if you want to say the Dons kind of wearing down a little bit.
You see the Dons huddling up around Carl Semesco. And just like that, a 5-point lead evaporated. But you see Rick Stein talking to his troops with a little bit of animation.
Very important now to get the basketball in and to get 1 shot. Well, actually, we only have 10 seconds.
The shot clock is off. The shot clock is off with only 26 seconds left. And I don't think we're looking at the IPFW coaches. It is. The shot clock is off.
Okay, and that we need 1 shot. Use all of this clock and at least go into the locker room tied.
You get a good look at the IPFW brain trust there. Now they back off. They go for the steal almost with the pressure to force the bad pass initially, and then they're backing off. Down to 16 seconds. Ten seconds. Gerald's now going to start her move. Shot missed. Rebound, Carrie Nations with 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Moore from half court is wide, and we have played to a standstill after 20 minutes of action. The teams head into the locker room. IPFW 34, Southern Indiana 34. Quick thought, Charlie.
Well, the last couple of minutes, Don's looking very good. Just the will and the pressure, the overall pressure and size of Southern Indiana seemed to catch up with us a little bit, and they executed a little better as well.
Well, we're going to take a break and then show you what else is happening here on campus at IPFW, and then we'll come back with second half action in just a little bit. But as we go to break, our score once again at halftime, IPFW 34, Southern Indiana 34. You are watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Dr. Matthew Kubik is an architectural engineering professor at IPFW who utilizes his experience to teach his students one-on-one.
So it's really shoulder-to-shoulder learning that we're looking at problems together for the first time.
Dr. Kubik also is the director of the honors program at IPFW. His ability to teach on a personal level allows him to educate to the needs of his honors students.
They want more conversation. They want a closer contact with professors. They want interactive learning in the classroom.
He is thankful for the advantages of a combined classroom of young students and students who are returning to college after years in the workplace.
That mix of students creates a classroom environment that is exciting, that's vibrant.
IPFW, the right school, right here, right now.
I wanted to study engineering so I could get a better job without giving up the job I've already got.
Of course, getting a degree without going into debt was pretty high on my list too.
And I wanted the kind of education that I could only get in smaller classes with the professor's full attention.
IPFW offered me all of that. And the Purdue engineering degree is going to look pretty good on my resume.
Going to IPFW is the best choice I ever made.
IPFW, the right school, right here, right now.
Encourage any potential student at IPFW to get involved, to see this as their campus, that it's not just a place to go to class and leave.
You would not believe how much opportunity there is for you here at IPFW, people to help you in all different aspects of your education. There's just loads and loads of opportunities for you to succeed at IPFW.
When a student exits IPFW with a degree, they can be secure with the knowledge that they have a world-class degree that will be recognized by any employer.
IPFW has a very nice disabled student services program. They are providing many great adaptive aids for all sorts of disabilities.
Originally, I chose IPFW because I wasn't ready to leave home. I wanted to stay at home and live at home and try college and get used to it and then move on. But after a year here, you couldn't get me to leave.
I've got 2 kids, and IPFW's childcare is affordable and it's flexible. It really works out well.
I really wanted to go for an Indiana University business degree.
But with housing and tuition, it really adds up, and the money just wasn't there to go away to college.
And with a 2-year-old, my housing options were kind of limited anyway.
And the truth is, I really wanted to keep my job and stay close to home.
Going to IPFW made all of that possible.
IPFW? The best choice I ever made.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Fort Wayne. The right school, right here, right now.
The Royal Dons Athletic Association would like to thank you for joining us and trust that you are enjoying this evening's telecast. As Director of Athletics at IPFW, I want you to know firsthand that the student athletes and myself appreciate your taking time to be a part of this contest. Recently, Chancellor Wartell notified the NCAA of our desire to move our program to Division I status. Over the next few months, you will be both hearing and reading more about this transition and how you can become personally involved. I would like to invite you to join us each Wednesday evening for the Mastodon Spotlight Coaches Hour. This will provide you information on the coaches, student athletes, and up-to-date progress on each team. We believe our student athletes' prowess on the courts and field is matched by their academic achievement in the classroom. It is our pledge to you that this dual responsibility is our continuing goal as we enter Division I competition. For more information on how you can become involved in the Royal Dons Athletic Association and in the life of the university and our student athletes, please call the number listed on your screen. Thank you again for your consideration of involvement with the Royal Dons Athletic Association and Mastodon excitement.
Do you like that sense of personal achievement?
That chance to make a difference?
That chance to make friends and network with other professionals?
Then take that chance by serving your alumni association as a volunteer.
Your alma mater needs you.
You really can make an impact.
It's that good, and it's that simple. Come on back.
We need you.
Each year, IPFW faces 2 key legislative issues, equity funding and technology funding. Although we're a state-assisted university, the funding IPFW receives from the state puts us near the bottom of the list of public educational institutions. Join me this month on IPFW Up Close for a look at what can be done to improve the equity of funding for Northeast Indiana's largest public university. That's IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon and Fridays at 8 p.m. on College Access Channel 56.
I wanted to study engineering so I could get a better job without giving up the job I've already got.
Of course, getting a degree without going into debt was pretty high on my list too.
And I wanted the kind of education that I could only get in smaller classes with the professor's full attention.
IPFW offered me all of that. And the Purdue engineering degree is going to look pretty good on my resume.
Going to IPFW is the best choice I ever made.
IPFW, the right school, right here, right now.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW, where it is halftime in our women's basketball contest featuring the 19th ranked University of Southern Indiana Eagles, I believe. And
Screaming Eagles.
Screaming Eagles. Well, yeah, they're doing some screaming, especially in the last couple of moments of the first half. And the IPFW Mastodons and Charlie Washington, who is ably replacing Ryan Perrott. We won't tell Ryan that because he may be out of a job. Who knows? As Ryan's with the volleyball team in Pennsylvania. We played 20 minutes and haven't decided a thing, but we do know one thing, and that's that Southern Indiana is a very good basketball team.
Yes, indeed they are. They've done some very good things. They've used their advantages, their physical advantage. They're a very big basketball team compared to the much smaller Mastodons. They're a very deep basketball team compared to the not-so-deep Dons. The Dons have to be encouraged to be right here in this basketball game. They've done a lot of things, particularly breaking down the pressure defense of the Screaming Eagles. And Holderman, shooting's a rhythm, and certainly she's coming off with very good rhythm, and I think pressing a little bit and not getting their feet set and getting good looks at the basket. Hopefully she can settle down and get some good looks, because we're certainly going to need some scoring from her in the second half.
Let's take a look at the numbers. For Southern Indiana, they were 12 of 26 from the floor in the first half for 46%, 5 of 6 from three-point range for 83%, 5 of 10 at the free throw line for 50%. They were led in scoring by Casey Hughes with 9 points, Natalie Glazer with 9 points, Jasmine Moore with 8, 3 points apiece from Elizabeth Pruitt and Carrie Hogasang, and 2 points from Casey Nations. For IPFW, they were 13 of 35 from the floor for 37%, only 3 of 10 from long distance for 30%, 5 of 6 at the foul line for 83%. They were led by Amy Geralds with 9 points, 8 points for Trish Fleming, 7 points from Lindsay Wernst, 6 points from Jamie Holderman, 2 points apiece from Shani Smith and Laura Douglas. Rebounding battle right now belongs to Southern Indiana, 21-15. They had both Glazer and Pruitt with 5 rebounds, and Nations 5 rebounds apiece. Trish Fleming with 5 boards leading IPFW. IPFW was forced Southern Indiana into 11 turnovers as opposed to only 5 for the Dons, as we had to look at a replay here right before the start of the second half. And one of Jamie Holderman's 3 baskets. So we are back to live action now. IPFW with the basketball to start this second half. Same starters on the floor for both teams that started the game. Nice inside feed to Holderman, but she's cut off at the pass. Trish Fleming, spin move, shot up, no, but Trish is fouled, and she'll start the second half by shooting 2 free throws. Foul's going to be on Elizabeth Pruitt, her first, team first here in the second half.
It's good to see something going a little closer to the basket, because that three-point shot, for the most part, is going to always be there. You have to get some things going to the basket and some inside shots.
Fleming knocks down the first one. And the second, and she's only a 63% shooter, so that's a plus for IPFW. And they retake the lead, 36-34. Jasmine Moore, watched by Wernst. 10 on the shot clock now for Southern Indiana. Down to 5. Lob pass inside, Pruitt. And they just get the shot off and missed, and their offensive rebound put up and in by Pruitt. Glazer got the shot and missed it, and Pruitt picked it up. And we're tied once again at 36. Jamie Holderman misses the 3. Ball taken away by Fleming to Geralds. Amy, right-hand layup is good. Johnny on the spot there as the IPFW defense comes to the fore.
Great job that time of Trish Fleming stepping into that passing lane on the outlet pass.
Dons back up by 2. 38-36, 18:30 to go. Three-point shot on the way, no, by Hughes. Rebound IPFW, and here comes the Dons. Pattern offense, Fleming on the baseline. Watch by Hughes, spin. And on the shot clock as Gerald's is top of the key. Jamie Holderman off the glass, no. Rebound controlled by Moore. Long pass down floor to Hughes. And on the fast break, Glazer scores her first points in the second half. USI ties it up now at 38.
Very well executed fast break that time by the Screaming Eagles.
Lindsay Wurst, watched by Bethany Miller. Take away the three-point field goal by Fleming. Tiara Dudley guilty of pushing inside. Second foul on Tiara, first here in the second half. Shame to see a made three-point field goal go awry. Taken off. Back comes Southern Indiana. Lob pass inside. Casey Hughes gets the lucky bounce. 11 points now for Casey Hughes. And USI with the lead, 40-38. Pass intended for Wurst, knocked away. Good defense by Natalie Glazer. Erin Wall back in the lineup for USI, replacing Bethany Miller. And the captain, Jamie Holderman, will inbound. Jamie Holderman. Wurst in amongst the trees, kicks it back out. Fleming off the glass, no! Rebound controlled by Pruitt. Dons had a good shot, just unable to execute. And coming right back is Jasmine Moore. And USI now with a 4-point lead at 42-38. Fleming off the glass. Gerald's with the offensive glass. Count it, and she's fouled.
Amy Gerald has played a great floor basketball game. She's done everything that she's needed to do to ensure the success of this Lady Dons basketball team. She's done it all.
Amy gets the bucket, draws the foul on Pruitt. Elizabeth's second. She's going to take a seat. Casey Nations replaces her. And Amy Gerald makes the three-point play conventionally. 14 points for Amy now, and it's a 42-41 USI lead. Glazer, give and go, Nations 12-footer, yes. First field goal of the afternoon for Casey Nations. Ball knocked out of bounds. Remains IPFW. As we are now under 16 minutes left in this contest. 44-41 our score, Southern Indiana on top. Holderman for three! Jamie's first tray of the afternoon. She now has 9 points, and we are tied at 44. Oh, they're going to call whistle. Dudley thought it might be a jump ball. Instead, she gets her third foul.
And by the way, Dudley set a great screen for Holderman on that last three-point basket. Very well executed.
Casey Hughes at the line, a 72% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first one. Get a little replay there. Gets the second one as well. And we got Hokasang coming back in the lineup for Southern Indiana. IPFW doing a good job of getting it, breaking the press, the full court press. Gerald's for three. Off the rim, no. Rebound knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by IPFW. Amy had a good look. Just a little bit wide left, so to speak. Hit the left side of the rim.
Too much wind in here.
Jasmine Moore. Jitterbug. Nice lob pass inside. Shot up, missed, however, by Hughes. Dudley with the rebound. Break for the Dons as USI tried to take advantage of their height superiority. Fleming in the block. Spin left, shot right, yes.
Great move that time by Fleming. Not much more could do with Fleming getting the ball that deep in the lane.
Trish with a dozen. Ties it at 46. Nice defense, Tiara Dudley. Oh, had her pocket picked. Oh, they're going to call Tiara for the foul or Nations for the foul? Let's see.
Maybe Gerald's for the foul.
Amy Gerald's. Well, we have our first media timeout of the second half. Comes with 14:40 left. Let's take a break as well. 14:40 left here at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center. Our score, IPFW 46, Southern Indiana 46. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports. Back by Nations, and then Gerald's is called for the foul. Charlie, we're hanging in there.
Still doing the things we have to do. We're getting the ball inside to Trish Fleming, and Amy Holdeman has nailed a three-point shot. We have to get her back into the game and get her some good shots.
And they get a good look at Carl Samesco, and Carl in his second year. He was 13 and 14 last year, and coming into this ball game, IPFW, I believe, is 13 and 6, so 26 wins in 2 years. Nice improvement over the previous few.
Great job.
Turnover by USI. It'll be IPFW basketball. Amy Gerald's looking for some help. Oh, ball taken away, anticipating was Miller. She puts it up and in. Bethany Miller anticipated the pass. Converted to give USI a 2-point lead, 48-46. Jamie Holderman up top. The Fleming three-pointer on the way. No, rebound Nations. Here comes Southern Indiana on the run. Ball knocked away by Fleming. Good D as they try to get the ball inside the Nations. And IPFW, one good thing has happened today, Charlie, the help defense has improved tremendously.
They've been there, and a couple of times the Screaming Eagles just so big we couldn't do much about it, but we've done a good job of getting into a defensive position on the help side.
Down to 10 in the shot clock now. Trish Fleming. Watched by Pruitt. Forces her shot up. No. Rebound Dudley. Shot up and no. Tiara couldn't get it, but she is fouled. She will shoot a pair. Foul's going to be called on Casey Nations, her first, team third here in the second half.
And Dudley's had a couple like that underneath the basket, just hasn't been able to convert. but working hard down there to get the opportunities.
.55% foul shooter. First one no good. Good look at Tiara Dudley, 5'10" sophomore. Nice form, nice shot there.
That'll keep her at about 55.
Schuster in the lineup, replacing Dudley now for IPFW. It is 48-47, 13:09 to go here at the Gates Center. Don's down by 1. Give and go ball knocked off a foot, so they'll reset the shot clock at 30. And the Screaming Eagles will retain possession. Elizabeth Pruitt to inbound it. Baseline drive, nice steal. Schuster. Don's on the run. Gerald wants to baseline drive. Nice feed, Becky Schuster. Shot blocked, however, by Casey Nations. Those long arms. Whistle, offensive foul. Going to be called on Pruitt, and that'll be 3 on Elizabeth.
Again, great help side position defense that time by the Lady Dons.
You can see the look on Rick Stein's face. He doesn't believe it. Gives you the forced smile. But for Pruitt, that is her 3rd personal, all coming here in the second half.
And the coach may be right, but the Dons have done such a good job of getting into position, they may get that call.
Gerald's nearly double dribbled. Fleming would like to possibly drive on Pruitt and get the 4th. Down at 8 on the shot clock now. Lindsay Werns, top of the key. Fleming for 3. No, hit the support. Hit the support, unfortunately. Ball goes over to USI as Casey Hughes comes back in the lineup, replacing Elizabeth Pruitt. Michelle Irwin, number 24, comes into the lineup as well, as does Jasmine Moore, and the shock troops just keep coming on in for USI.
And last time on offense for the Lady Dons, Fleming did a great job of getting open by using the screen. Wasn't that open, but used the screen to get away from the defender.
Inside, 2-man game here. Aaron Wall fakes the 3, baseline cut off by Geralds. 5 on the shot clock. Driving it all the way, shot up, no good. Was Blazer, let's see what they call the foul on.
That was a great box out that time by Werns.
They said 24 for USI. Okay. Irwin picks up her 3rd foul.
Werns giving up about a foot that time, but a great box out.
IPFW with the ball. It's now USI busts off that press. Fleming at the foul line. Kicks it out to Holman. Down to 12 on the shot clock. Fleming wants to drive on the big girls. Dishes off, Dudley underneath, up and in. Nice feed, Fleming with Charlotte Dudley.
Great execution, and Dudley got it down that time.
Don's back up on top, 49-48 as we are under 11 minutes to go. Jasmine Moore for 3. Off the rim, and she hits the support. So tit for tat. Each team tried a long ball and hit the back support. It'll be IPFW basketball. Dudley to try to inbound it. Werns. Attack, that's what IPFW does. Get it up over midcourt. Werns up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock now. Trish Fleming Gotta do something. Spin. Shot. Up. No. Shot clock violation. Could not get the shot off, Charlie. As we see Miller come back in the lineup for Southern Indiana.
Again, we're asking Fleming on too many occasions to bail us out of a shot clock violation.
Miller. Glazer. Miller cut off by Dudley. 12 on the shot clock. Ball taken away by Schuster. And again, I can't help but be impressed by the help defense today by IPFW, win or lose. Jamie for three. Yes!
Rhythm. She came off the pick in a great rhythm, Mike, and that's kind of what shooters need to get into a rhythm.
The Dons back up by 4 now, 52-48. As we hear the 9.5-minute mark. Lob pass inside, shot up, no! But getting her own rebound, Irwin, she kicks it off. Baseline jumper is good by Hughes. 52-50. This one may go down to the last shot. Jamie has the ball nearly stolen, does have it stolen by Miller. And USI calls a 30-second timeout. You can see Jamie Holderman not happy.
No, saddle up, folks. We got a barn burner going on here.
The Omnibus Lecture Series presents author and journalist Brent Staples this coming Thursday, February 8th at 7:30 p.m. in the Waub Student Union Ballroom on the IPFW campus. A member of the New York Times editorial board, Staples will speak on the crisis in education and will address issues of school funding and the state of higher education. The public is invited to attend this free event, and you may park for free in any B parking space on campus. That's author and journalist Brent Staples, Thursday, February 8th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, you can call 481-6166. Well, 9:08 to go. As we look at a replay again, Charlie, nice feed inside, Tiara Dudley off the glass. USI with a basketball and a chance to tie or possibly take the lead with the tray. Glazer, no on the three. Rebound controlled by Fleming. Trish for three. Yes! That three ball gets hot for IPFW. We can do some damage. Lead up to 5, 55-50. Pruitt back in the lineup for the Eagles. She tied the 12-footer and knocks it down. Elizabeth Pruitt now with 7 points.
That's a good defense, just a better shot.
Ball nearly taken away. Jamie's double teamed. Ball knocked away. Moore steals it. Shot up and in whistle. No basket. For the shot.
Great call. That's a great call.
And they're calling Hughes for the foul.
That's a clear out. That's a clear out, a moving screen on the offensive player. Great call.
Third foul on Hughes. We've got a timeout on the floor, immediate timeout. 8:15 left. Gives us a chance to remind you to watch Jeannie Moreau, Oscar Werner, and Henri Serre as they appear in the classic French film directed by François Truffaut. Two men fall in love with the same woman during the Second World War in France. Unfortunately for all, the woman loves both of the men. It's a classic film. Tomorrow night, I believe at 9 o'clock, here on College 56. Charlie, I think we may see a replay here. Jamie double team. Ball was stolen. But there's the clear out foul.
Very good call.
Gives us a chance to momentarily catch our breath. Second half shooting. IPFW 7 of 16 from the floor for 44%. Southern Indiana 8 of 16 for 50%. Back to the action. IPFW to inbound it. Whistle. Foul away from the ball. Hoaxang gets called for the foul. And that is team foul number 7. Just like that. Free throw, Lindsey Wernst, 1 in the bonus, misses. Schuster with the offensive board, however.
Schuster giving us some great minutes here in the second half.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Off the hand of Natalie Glazer. Holderman will inbound it. 8:06 to go. 55-52 our score. IPFW on top of Southern Indiana. Jamie Holderman on the wing. Inside. Pass intended for Fleming. Knocked out of bounds. I'd say off of Fleming. Good defense, Casey Hughes. It'll be USI basketball. Jasmine Moore, top of the key. Don's got lucky for a moment. Glazer taking it strong. Off the glass. No. Whistle. Offensive foul. And if it's on, it's Glazer. It's her first. Action's getting furious, Charlie.
Hey, anytime you're playing Southern Indiana, great rivalry over the years, men's and women's basketball here at IPFW.
Schuster now will inbound it for the Dons. Looking, gets it into Wernst. IPFW now with the ball. Wernst, watched by Glazer. Holderman for 3. Jamie.
Another great screen that time by Dudley, allowing Holderman to be open.
Jamie warming up now. She has 3 3-point field goals all here in the second half. Shot up and in from 17 feet by Pruitt. 58-54 at the 7-minute mark. Whistle underneath. Blocking foul on Dudley, I think. That is 4 fouls on Tiara Dudley. Here comes USI. Ball stolen by Holderman. Nice feed. Wernst shot knocked out is Lindsey Wernst. Foul, I should say. She's fouled. Glazer picks up her second.
It's a good pass by Holderman. May have had Wernst in that.
Lindsey Wernst back at the line. She is 1 for 3 this afternoon at the stripe, making 2 for 4. Nations back in the lineup for USI, replacing Hoaxang. Good look at Lindsey Wernst. Makes the second. 2 big free throws. Increases the lead back to 6, 60-54. Pruitt, give and go. 3-point shot by Hughes is good. Casey has her second try on the afternoon. The lead is cut in half. 60-57. .6:15 to go. Jamie for 3, wide open, yes! 4 right now. 18 points altogether for Jamie. Inside, shot up and missed. Pruitt with the offensive rebound. Three-point shot. In and out. Offensive rebound by Nations, put back up, however. Glazer had the 3 and missed it. 63-59. IPFW with the lead and the basketball. Under 5.5 minutes. Fleming forces a shot up. No. Rebound to Hughes, rather. Spin move. More up off the glass and in. 10 points now for Jasmine Moore. 2-point game here. IPFW with the lead. Fleming for three. Trish has 2 threes in the second half. Last 5 field goals for IPFW, all 3-point field goals. Jasmine Moore tries a 3, misses. Fleming out for rebounds and outlets it to Wurst. Lindsay takes it all the way and in. 68-61, USI calls timeout. "30-second timeout." You see Rick Stein talking to the troops. Exactly 4.5 minutes left. Now get a look at the teams in their respective huddles. Want to remind you to tune in later this afternoon, because after this game is finished, the men's team from IPFW takes on the number 2 ranked team in Southern Indiana. That's the end. Men's basketball at around 3:15 right here on College 56 Sports. Well, teams coming back on the floor. 4.5 minutes left. 68-61 our score. IPFW on top. And Charlie, as you get a new headset, the 3 ball has been very prominent for IPFW here in the second half. Pruitt on the putback. Up and in. 11 points for Elizabeth Pruitt. 68-63. Again, the pressure put on by USI. And Wurst wisely calls a 30-second timeout. I want to remind you to tune in to college. I'm sorry. Let me start over again, folks. Equity funding for IPFW students is the topic for this month's IPSGA update. How is it IPFW students do not have equitable funding from the state government? This month, student host Dan Westrick is joined by Vice Chancellor Walt Branson, Student Body President Nick Ray, and Alumni Director Jennifer Bosk to talk about this situation and what's to be done about it. That's IPSGA Update, Fridays at 1 p.m. and Saturdays at 9 p.m. right here on College 56. Well, back to the action. IPFW breaks the press. See Douglas back in the lineup for the Dons. I think that's a good move. Senior leadership, inside presence. Wurst, hounded by Hokasong, who's back in the USI lineup. Lindsay looking for help. 5 on the shot clock. Fleming forces up a 3. No, gets her own rebound. Takes it right off the glass and she misses it. Moore with the rebound. Jasmine skitterbugging. Dishes off. Pruitt misses the shot and Dudley with the board.
Good board that time by Dudley. That's about the easiest shot Fleming's had all day.
And Trish unfortunately missed it, but 3:15 to go. Let's see what happens now. Horderman has it taken away. Oh, they say off of Jamie's leg. Got a whistle. And our final media timeout comes with 3:12 remaining. Let's take a break. 3:12 left. Dons on top, 68-63. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Do you like that sense of personal achievement?
That chance to make a difference? That chance to make friends and network with other professionals?
Then take that chance by serving your alumni association as a volunteer.
Your alma mater needs you.
You really can make an impact.
It's that good, and it's that simple. Come on back.
We need you.
are back here at the Gate Sports Center. Mike Moss, Charlie Washington. Hope you're enjoying the action. 3:12 left. IPFW with a 68-63 lead. Charlie?
If you're a basketball fan, you have to love this basketball game. It's been intense action from the beginning, three-point shots, a lot of good inside play, up and down, pressure defense. Great basketball game.
Take a look at the Dons on the floor. Dudley with 4 fouls, Holderman, Fleming, Laura Douglas, Lindsey Wernst. USI with the basketball, and they've got their aircraft carrier in the lineup in Casey Nations. Hogasang, Jasmine Moore with the basketball. Give and go, Nations, 10-footer, yes. Casey Nations makes it a 68-65 game. Fleming, watched by Hogasang. See if IPFW can chew some clock. More importantly, score some points. 13 on the shot clock. Holderman has it. Baseline drive, knocked out of bounds. As both Hughes and Glazer back in the lineup for USI. Momentary delay while a shoe is being tied. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 2:27 on the game clock. Wernst to inbound it for IPFW. Fleming up top. Have to do something with it. Forcing it up. Oh, there's an offensive foul. Nice acting job on the part of Nations. Don't mean to be biased, but I think that's the truth. Trish Fleming called for her first foul of the afternoon. USI, chance to cut the left set to Warner, possibly tied with the tray.
Good flop that time.
Inside move, shot up and in, count it! For Pruitt, and a foul is called. Composure, the key word for IPFW right now.
Exactly. Very important for the Lady Dons to keep their composure, get this rebound, or take the ball out of bounds and get a good possession. Get this ball into Fleming or Holderman's hands.
Pruitt with a chance to tie with a successful free throw. The foul was on Fleming, by the way, Trish's second. Free throw good. We are tied at 68. Timeout called by IPFW. 30-second timeout. I want to remind you to tune in to College 56 Sunday evening, February 11th at 7 p.m. to see the replay of today's women's basketball game featuring IPFW in Southern Indiana. That's Sunday evening, February 11th at 7 p.m. right here on College 56. Charlie, we played 37 minutes and 52 seconds and haven't determined a thing as we're tied at 68. And now let's see what the character and the conscience of IPFW has to say.
Well, the key is what we found out right at the beginning of this basketball game, how the Lady Dons handle this intense pressure, full court pressure of the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles.
Dudley to inbound it to Holderman. Break it. Wernst has it. She does break it. Under 2 minutes to go. Nice feed inside. Fleming has it knocked away by Nations. Carl Semesco saying, where's the foul? USI saying, great defense. Wernst to inbound it. Fleming on the wing, fakes the three. Gerald's back in the lineup for the Dons. 6 on the shot clock. Wernst nearly loses it. Forces up a shot. And they're going to say a shot clock violation. Shot did not hit the rim. Technically turnover IPFW. 1:37 to go.
Not exactly the execution we wanted to see on that possession. Now we have to do it on the defensive end.
90 seconds to go. Moore with the ball for USI. Three-point shot on the way short. Geralds with the rebound. IPFW walking it up the floor. Determination on the look of Lindsey Wernst. Geralds on the wing, driving baseline, shot up. No. Dudley with the board, shot up. No, and we got a whistle underneath. Foul on USI. It is on Pruitt, her fourth.
And with this matchup on the floor, Mike, it'd be a good idea to go to Geralds. There's no way Nations can stop her driving to the basket.
Tiara Dudley for two. Deep breath, shot up. Off the iron, no. She has one more. USI bench. Dudley, the sophomore. Eyes, fires, off the rim, no good. Nations with the rebound. Here come the Eagles on the run. Glazer, whistle underneath. Timeout called, Southern Indiana. See if it's a full or a 30. Full timeout. Called by USI. The College Cable Access Monthly Program Guide provides information about our programming, including live coverage of Mastodon sports. To receive your free College 56 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to College56 at IPFW, 2101 East Coliseum Boulevard, Fort Wayne, Indiana 46805, or call us at 219-481-6056, or email us at cable56@ipfw.edu. Charlie, what's Rick Stein telling his USI team right now?
Very important possession right here. 55 seconds to go. Have to play good, tough defense, and then probably call two plays. And depending on how their pressure defense goes, that's the way that the Lady Dons will go.
Fleming, Douglas, Holderman, Dudley, and Wernst on the floor for IPFW. Pruitt, Nations, Moore, Hughes, and Glazer on the floor for USI. It'll be Eagle basketball underneath. Glazer to inbound it. Jasmine Moore. Glazer. Perimeter passing, looking for the inside feed. 10 on the shot clock, 42 on the game clock. Glazer all the way up and in. USI with the lead, 70-68, 40 seconds to go. Ball knocked out of bounds, nearly a foul on Hughes. And IPFW calls timeout. Let's take a break. 39 seconds left, 70-68, USI on top. You're watching IPFW basketball on College 56. By Glazer, right around Laura Douglas, and unfortunately she couldn't get in position in time to stop the layup. Here we go, Wernst with the ball, watched by Moore, 35 seconds to go. Geralds driving on Nations, off the glass, no, rebound, Hughes. 24 seconds left, Dons may have to foul. Long feed down low, and there is a foul. Holderman, no shot, no bucket. Jamie had to foul, her third.
Well, certainly, Coach Temesco saw the same thing that we saw. There's no way Nation can has the foot speed to handle Jarrell's going to the basket.
Natalie Glazer, I believe, going to be at the stripe. 79% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Still a one-possession game, even if she makes the second free throw. Makes the second, 71-68. 18 seconds to go. Here comes IPFW. Timeout called, 14 seconds left. Whoa, Charlie, catch our breath. What a ball game. Now you are Coach Carlos Simisco. What are you telling your team?
Again, if I have the same matchups, I may run a decoy for Holderman and Fleming and still go with Jarrell's if, again, Nations is guarding her.
We're down 3. Do you take the automatic 3 or do you try to get the quick 2, hope for the defensive mistake or a foul?
With our shooting, I go for the 3.
We have made 6 3-point field goals in the second half, 9 in the entire game. As you get a look at the crowd here at the Gates Center, 14 ticks left. 19th ranked team in the country, Southern Indiana, a 3-point lead. 71-68 over an undermanned but game IPFW squad.
The other thing in our favor, Mike, no matter what decision the Lady Dons take in this particular situation, not a great free throw shooting team.
And in retrospect, a good foul by Jamie Holderman because Glazer only made 1 out of 2 and the Dons still with a chance to tie. Here we go, Amy Gerald's to inbound. Worst. 10 seconds to go. Holderman. She's forcing up the 3. No foul called. Rebound Pruitt. Whistle with 2 seconds to go. Jamie Holderman thought she was fouled. Carl Semestro thought she was fouled. Gentleman in black and white striped shirt said otherwise. Foul on Lindsay Wernst, I do believe. May be all academic. Pruitt back at the line, shooting 1 and bonus, 2 seconds left. Makes the first with the friendly roll. And that will basically do it for all practical purposes. Makes the second as well. Dudley inbounds it, picked off. That's it. Southern Indiana comes from behind to defeat IPFW 73-68. Eagles improved to 16-3 overall, 10-3 in the conference. IPFW, another heartbreaking loss, dropped to 13-7 overall, 6-7 in the conference. Give A for effort to the Dons. Is it confidence? Is it arrogance, Charlie Washington, as you see the celebration? Oh, Lindsay Wernst with a not so nice look. She's frustrated.
Youthful exuberance.
Well, players finally in the court. Tough loss for the Dons. Hopefully they will learn from it. Quick note, looking at some of the final numbers here. For Southern Indiana, they were led by Casey Hughes with 18 points, 16 points for Elizabeth Pruitt, 14 points for Natalie Glazer, 12 points for Jasmine Moore, 8 points for Nations, 3 points for Pogasang, and 2 points for Bethany Miller. For IPFW, Jamie Holderman, Trish Fleming, 18 points apiece. 14 points for Amy Gerald, 11 points for Lindsay Wernst, 3 points for Tiara Dudley, 2 points Laura Douglas, 2 points Shani Smith. Again, a great effort. What can you say? We had the chances. We had as high as a 10-point lead at one point. Just couldn't somehow hang on to it at the end.
As you stated, very game effort by the Lady Dons. Just fell a little short this time.
Charlie, we're going to give you a break. We get ready for the men's ball game. Give you a chance to rest those vocal cords. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to visit with IPFW Athletic Director Walter Bowman. It's after this timeout as you're watching IPFW basketball on College 56 Sports.
Each year, IPFW faces two key legislative issues, equity funding and technology funding. Although we're a state-assisted university, the funding IPFW receives from the state puts us near the bottom of the list of public educational institutions. Join me this month on IPFW Up Close for a look at what can be done to improve the equity of funding for Northeast Indiana's largest public university. That's IPFW Up Close, Sundays at noon and Fridays at 8 p.m. on College Access Channel 56.
Everybody to the Hilliard Gate Sports Center. I'm Mike Maas. We just saw the IPFW women's basketball team drop a heartbreaking game to the 19th ranked University of Southern Indiana. Final score 73-68. I'm joined now by Dr. Walter Bowman, Director of Athletics here at the university. And first question I'll ask Dr. Bowman is your thoughts on this hard-fought women's basketball game just completed.
You know, I'm not sure we can play any better. We're undermanned. Everybody knows that. You know, again, I'll go back and tell our listenership, and you've probably told them, you go back 2 years ago, we were 3-23. Last year, we're 13-14. He needs one more win this year, which he will get. Have a winning season with great turnaround. He's lost probably 5 games this year in the last minute and a half, and strictly comes down to bench. And he's an incredible coach. The girls are just playing great, and just a real heartbreaker. Just no doubt about it.
Well, since the last time we visited, you've been out and about. Tell us about the travels and how things are going in terms of possible conference affiliation.
Well, we have been out and traveling. Matter of fact, this last week, Kelly Hartley, our volleyball coach and senior women's administrator, and Tim Heffron, our athletic business manager, and myself drove over to Youngstown State. We viewed their facilities and talked to their people. We then left there and went to Oakland, where we were at yesterday morning, and came back, had a chance to talk to Jack Meal, their AD, saw their facilities, which are just incredible. Oakland has fantastic facilities. And we are going to be visiting yet this month Chicago State, Valparaiso, and IUPUI. So we're out trying to make friends as we look at the mid-con. We still are keeping options open in other directions, but we're very pleased how it's going.
In terms of time of the process, is there a definite timetable where we're going to actually go up to them and say, hey, can we come in and join your party?
Actually, I think we'll have a lot of indication on that as of March 5th. I think that there'll be a date there where they'll look and say, hey, either we're going to keep looking at you or we're going to invite you to put an application in. So I think early March is a real barometer for us.
Anything else on the docket going?
Well, you know, we're lining up those games. We keep talking to everybody. Lots of exciting things happening. And I think that those that are watching out there can take heart at what the teams are doing this year, but even particularly as we lay the groundwork for next year.
Well, we'll let you catch your breath from the travels as well, and we thank you as always for coming on and telling us what's going on with IPFW Athletics.
Thanks so much. Fun to be here again. Bye.
Dr. Walter Bowman, Director of Athletics here at IPFW. Well, it's about time for us to say goodbye, at least for a while. We want to remind you that our program today was sponsored in part by Pizza Hut of Canterbury, featuring famous Pizza Hut pizza. We'd like to thank at this time the College 56 production crew, the IPFW athletic staff, the City of Fort Wayne, Comcast Cablevision, the IPFW Learning Resource Center, and especially the IPFW Office of University Relations and Communications for their contributions to this College 56 Sports telecast. This telecast of IPFW Sports is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized duplication, exhibition, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this event without expressed written consent is strictly prohibited. We hope you've enjoyed our telecast of IPFW Sports, if not the outcome, and we thank you for joining us again today. For Charlie Washington, this is Mike Moss saying goodbye for now from the Hilliard Gate Sports Center. Once again, our final score, University of Southern Indiana 73, IPFW 68. Stay tuned. Shortly, we'll come back with the men's game featuring IPFW and Southern Indiana. But right now, we say goodbye from the Hilliard Gate Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW.